Mtazamaji wa ITV, karibu katika kipindi cha uchumi na biashara, na leo hii tutakuletea uzinduzi wa chapa mpya ya magari kutoka Uchina ya Sinotruk na karakana yake yanayoletwa kwenu hapa Tanzania na kampuni ya Hanlink Mobility. Aidha, katika uzinduzi huu tutapata wasaa wa kuwasikia viongozi mbalimbali wanaohusiana na kampuni hii ya Hanlink Mobility Tanzania wakielezea kampuni na chapa mpya ya magari ya Sinotruk katika soko la Tanzania na Afrika Mashariki.
Today, we proudly introduce a range of Sinotruk commercial vehicles designed for Tanzania market, include heavy-duty trucks such as the Howell TX, Howell Max, Howell NX, as well as the lighter-duty trucks from 3-ton to 10-ton box body. This is 3-ton to 10-ton capacity. These vehicles are built to support the different business needs, including construction, mining, transportation, distribution, agriculture, and general logistics. But our promise goes beyond the selling trucks. At Hanlink Mobility Tanzania, we understand that our clients need more than a quality vehicle. They need a partner who can help them reduce downtime, improve efficiency, and grow the business. Therefore, we are committed to providing professional technical support, junior spare parts availability, representative after-sales service, and dedicated team that stand behind every vehicle we deliver. Our vision is clear: to build a long-term mobility ecosystem in Tanzania, empower business, creating value, and contributing to the country's continued economic development.
Leo tumekutana hapa katika uzinduzi huu wa trucks za Sino. Tunajivunia kutangaza kuwa Hanlink Mobility ni zaidi ya wauzaji wa trucks, mabasi ya masafa marefu, magari ya ofisini na ya ujenzi, migodini na hata mitambo ya kunyanyua mizigo kama makontena. Mbali na trucks za Sino, Hanlink Mobility pia ni mwakilishi rasmi wa mashine za ujenzi wa barabara na uchimbaji madini za XMG, forklift za heli na mabasi ya King Long. Hanlink Mobility inatoa suluhisho kamili kwa sekta za ujenzi, uchimbaji madini, usafirishaji wa mizigo na maendeleo ya miundombinu. Ubora na mafanikio ya Hanlink Mobility yanatokana na juhudi, kujitolea, weledi, bidii na kazi nzuri ya timu yetu.
It is my great pleasure to welcome you all as the official launch Hanlink Mobility Tanzania and celebrate our appointment as an authority distributor of Sinotruk. Our team today, from Dar es Salaam to every mile, Sinotruk by Hanlink Mobility powers your business. Reference our commitment to supporting business across Tanzania and East Africa with reliable transport solution. Today is an important milestone for our company. We started in Uganda has grown across the region, with operation now in Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, South Sudan, and DRC. This growth shows our confidence with East Africa and our commitment to support its development. As we expand, we are also focusing on locally assembly and industrial development. We have establishment a modern vehicle assembly plant in Uganda. also in Kenya, creating 1,000 jobs in different countries, and also do the skill transfer for the local people. We are excited about the opportunity in Tanzania and hope explore the same assembly project here in the future. We believe this can create more involvement, employee, supports local industry, and help transfer valued skills to younger Tanzanian, East African countries to growth in the construction, mining, logistics, and trade. Hanlink Mobility is proud to support this growth by providing high-quality Sinotruck vehicles, general spare parts, and reliable after-sales service. Our goal is not only to sell vehicles, but also build a long partnership with our clients. Let our clients successful. I would like to thank Sinotruck. Thanks our clients, thanks our partners, thanks our employees and the stake shareholder. Their support and trust. I also thank the government of Tanzania for creating a positive environment for investment and business. As we move forward, we remain committed to quality, reliable, excellent customer service. Thank you for joining today. We look forward close together and from Dar es Salaam to every mile, powering your business.
From MBC side, tuko hapa kwa ajili ya kuwa support, lakini tuko hapa kwa ajili ya kuwashua wateja kwamba kama bank tuna a lot of banking products kwa ajili ya kusupport wale wateja wote ambao wanahitaji kununua magari. So we are here to inform you and confirm that as banks, we are here to support you whenever you want to purchase a car. You do not need to use your own cash. You can reserve that for your business requirements. You can simply come to the bank and we'll support you to be able to purchase vehicles without requiring any additional security. Yes, kwa wenzangu wa Tanzania kumekuwa na ile uzoea kwamba ukitaka kununua gari, ukitaka mkopo benki, lazima kuwe kuna security, lazima utafute nyumba yenye hati uweke benki, lakini niko hapa kuwaashua kwamba mikopo ya gari, mikopo ya mashine, mikopo ya mitambo inayotumika katika mining, construction activity haihitaji dhamana. Yaani hiyo equipment ambayo unakwenda kuinunua, hiyo ndo dhamana. Kwa hiyo tunafanya kazi na suppliers and Hanlink is one of them. Tunafanya kazi kwa pamoja kuhakikisha kwamba unapata mkopo bila usumbufu, unapata mkopo bila kukuomba dhamana nyingine, na unapata mkopo kwa ajili ya kununua asset ambayo ni nzuri itakwenda kusupport biashara yako.
This is the official partnership between Hanlink Mobility Tanzania and Sinotruck International. Please cut the ribbon now. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The official partnership between Hanlink Mobility Tanzania and Sinotruck International. Once the countdown starts, we are all going to count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. From Dar to every mile, you have to power your business with Hanlink Mobility Tanzania. Yes! Makofi mengi tafadhali. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That is the truck we are talking about. Whole representing the Sinotruck brand in Tanzania.
Katika uzinduzi huo, ITV iliweza kufanya mahojiano maalum na Group Head of Marketing Hanlink Mobility Tanzania, Mr. Richard Musani.
Hanlink Mobility is a regional automobile solution provider. We offer 360 automotive solutions in the East African market. Our range of brands range from heavy commercial trucks, where we represent Sinotruck, road and mining equipment, where we represent XCMG, passenger vehicles, where we represent GWM, buses, where we represent Kinglong, and then forklifts, where we represent Heli, and as well as tires, where we represent Wanli. So Hanlink Mobility is a unique automotive solution provider offering 360-degree automotive solutions in East Africa. We are present across the East African footprint. Our head office is resident in Uganda, in Kampala, where we represent all the 6 brands. And then we are also present in Rwanda, where we represent 3 brands. We are present in Kenya, where we represent 1 brand, DR Congo, Southern Sudan, and Rwanda. Today, we are extremely excited that we unveil a distributorship partnership between Sinotruck and Hanlink Mobility to power businesses in the Tanzanian economy. We know that there is large infrastructure projects in matters mining, in matters construction, in matters roads in the Tanzanian economy. And we are excited that Sinotruck Global has then been able to appoint Hanlink Mobility as a distribution partner. And for Tanzania as a growing economy, it's extremely exciting news that we joined the plight of the other many automotive solution providers in this market to begin to power business here in Tanzania.
What are you doing different compared to other distributors of these trucks in this region of West Africa particularly?
Yes. I think the bigger challenge that we have as East Africa is that our economies are more importation dependent. And when we say our economies are more importation dependent, it implies that we are moving a lot of United States dollars out into the global economy, and then we are receiving lesser because we are not exporting more. And so what does that happen? It results to what we call a negative trade balance, or we get what we call trade deficits in terms of our budgets. That's why most of the governments that we have in East Africa are more donor dependent. So importation itself is not a good thing because we are selling away many jobs. Kwa nchi hii ya Tanzania, we have a lot of young people. We are now 45 million, 50 million young people that require jobs. And for them to have jobs, we need to have manufacturing. So what are we doing different as Hanlink Mobility? We are trying to change the economic paradox of the automotive industry. And we are saying we don't want to be just a distributor. We have commenced large-scale assembly of this equipment. In Uganda, for example, we have the latest state-of-art local assembly that employs over 1,000 people. In Kenya, we have also put up a same local assembly. And also here in Tanzania, as we launch this partnership between Sinotruck and Hanlink, we tell the Tanzanians that we are going to put up a similar facility. What does local assembly mean? Local assembly implies that we create more jobs because we are now manufacturing the equipment from here. We bring the trucks, we bring the Sinotrucks in spare parts, and then we assemble them here locally, and that translates to more jobs, 1. Number 2 is that we have a lot of graduate engineers coming in from the University of Dar es Salaam, coming in from other local universities doing mechanical engineering disciplines that are looking out for jobs. Where do they get the jobs? They get the jobs in automotive sector. So as Hanlink Mobility, we also say once we engage in the local assembly that we are going to put up here in Tanzania, it implies that we are also going to have skills empowerment of our people. And how we do it in Uganda and in Kenya is that we bring experts from the factory to transfer technological skills to our people. And that molds the shape of the automotive environment, but also impacts the economy. From 1, we reduce the dollar outflow going out to the countries that are manufacturing this equipment. 2, we are equipping our young people with skills, technological skills to manage these trucks. But also 3, we are having more money kept in our economies.
You have talked about these trucks and these all things you expect to be manufacturing here. My question or my worry is a part of Tanzanian or East African is about this green economy. In your perspective, what are you doing so as to reduce these emissions from the industry perspective, which will be manufacturing, and the manufactured product, that such as cars and trucks and whatsoever?
We know that we are struggling with issues to do with climate change. And climate change is affecting our output in terms of agricultural production, because our economies are still what we call irrigation-fed economies. We have not yet, are rain-fed economies. We are not dependent on irrigation schemes to power our farmers for increased farmer output. And what is causing climate change is number one causing climate change are the fumes coming in from automotive equipment. And these fumes coming in from automotive equipment have changed the landscape in terms of climate. So as Hanlink Mobility, one of the strong distributor partners for the original equipment manufacturers in East Africa, we are leading the way in what we call EV mobility. EV mobility is the vehicles that use electricity. So we're leading the way in terms of electric mobility vehicles. So in Rwanda, for example, we introduced electronic Sinotrucks, EV trucks in the Sinotruck range. We've introduced it in the tractor trucks. Those are long haulage trucks, the ones that move large cargo. We are going to introduce the same EV trucks in the Tanzanian market. Once we introduce these EV trucks, it implies that we have lesser carbon emissions, which translates to better climate, and which translates to better farmer output in terms of we have predictable rains because there's no big change in terms of climate.
What are your expectations on these young guys on economy, specifically on job employment and all things related to the revamping the economies of this block of East Africa?
We want to tell the young youth of Tanzania that we know that there's a huge unemployment effect that our people are facing. And as Hanlink Mobility, we promise to put in sizable investment in terms of local assembly, which should translate to more jobs for our people. And this will translate to a better economy for Tanzania. And what we tell our young people is for them to get the right skills in science, matters science, in mechanical and automotive engineering disciplines, so that when that time comes when we officially unveil our assembly plants here, that they should be able to find opportunities with us. And we are a merit-based organization. We don't select based on tribe or who we know. The opportunities will definitely be advertised normally, and our people should be able to access those opportunities on a merit basis.
Account of doing a lot of jobs under one umbrella of Hanlink, what makes you superior in relation to other companies marketing these products? What thing can you tell the prospective customers on how could you put all the things under one umbrella and do it perfectly?
What I want to tell our customers there is that Hanlink Mobility is a unique distribution partner for Sinotruck automotive equipment, for one reason, that we have a regional footprint. So we are representatives of Sinotruck across the East African network. So DR Congo, Southern Sudan, Rwanda, as well as Uganda. So what does it assure you? It assures you that you have continuity of service across the East African operation. So it doesn't matter where your equipment is lying. You could be transporting cargo to Kampala, and you can actually meet a service point of Hanlink Mobility in Kampala. You could be moving your equipment to Kenya. You will meet a service point for Hanlink Mobility in Nairobi. You could be moving your equipment to Kigali, Rwanda with cargo. we have a service point and a spare parts point also in Kigali. So visit the Hanlink mobility facility here at Vigungoti, right at the heart of Dar es Salaam. And our message today, our thematic campaign today is that from Dar es Salaam to every mile. Our message is similar to what I've just mentioned. It doesn't matter where you want to move your cargo, from Dar es Salaam to every destination, Hanlink Mobility should be able to power your business. Visit our location here at Vigungoti, and our salespeople should be able to support you in matters to do with acquisition of your truck, but also to support you with matters of spare parts as well as service. You could also be able to visit and engage with us through our website, www.hanlink.com/tz. That website is state-of-the-art and live. We are also highly social, and so you should be able to also access us through Instagram as Hanlink Mobility Tanzania, Facebook Hanlink Mobility Tanzania, and as well as TikTok Hanlink Mobility Tanzania, and X as a social platform. All that is just to ensure that we should be able to have a conversation with you and be able to support you better.
How far have you learned the legal perspective of this industry, and how are you promising the Tanzanians about the compliance of the respective taxes and other collection required by the government?
Yeah, of course, we are a professional business, and of course, we do not evade tax. So for all the tax overhead structures that are in place for automobile equipment, matters to do with import duty that are on trucks, matters to do with import VAT that are on trucks, we comply 100% to contribute more tax revenue to the Tanzanian economy. Further less from that bits of it, we are also assuring that because of the triple effect that we shall have on businesses, because once a distribution business acquires good equipment, it implies that when they run good business, they will also give better tax revenue to government. And of course, other tax overheads that we are also contributing, like pay as you earn. You saw the number of staff that Hanlink Mobility Tanzania employs. So in terms of pay as you earn, we are also contributing tax revenue in that particular perspective.
I think this is a new market to you. Then what are what are your expectations, as well as how the local prospects of your cars, trucks, and all the services you are providing implying to your future market here in Tanzania?
I will first of all talk about my expectations on one key stakeholder, which is government. So we expect, we have begun good government relations, that the Ministry of Trade and the Ministry of Transport will support our investment interest in the Tanzanian economy, where we will venture into local assembly. That is number one, because that impacts the Tanzanian economy in terms of employment. That is one thing. Number two is, of course, to call upon the government of Tanzania also to join the rest of the East African economies in matters to do with scaling the number of years for old or used truck equipment being imported into the country. Because apparently we are importing a lot of used trucks, which I mentioned earlier on in terms of the green environment, is actually impacting climate change. That is one.
Okay.
And number two is also having to impact health, because those fumes are not good for us. Each other time we have dangerous mechanical condition equipment or trucks on the roads is not good. So Tanzania should join all other East African counterparts in matters to do with scaling the number of years of used imported grey imports into our country, and then focus on legislation, taxation, or physical regimes that should be able to support brand new automotive equipment providers as Hanlink Mobility, so that we have more new sets of equipment on the roads, which implies lesser road wear. It also implies lesser operation overheads to our businesses in Tanzania, and it will have a very big impact in terms of our overall GDP and our performance of our economy.
What is your last remark regarding to this Tanzanian market?
I think the stakeholders, again, I talked about government. The second stakeholder is our customer. is to tell our customer that please do not go and buy used pots, because when you buy a new truck of Sinotruck from Hanlink Mobility, there's one thing called total vehicle ownership cost, which is called TVO. The total vehicle ownership cost is not just the cost of acquiring the truck. It is the cost of acquiring the truck plus the associated costs of spare parts as well as servicing in the useful life of the equipment. When you go and buy a used truck, yes, it can be cheaper, but the type of costs that you incur in terms of engine overhauls or failures of engines or repairs will be a high effect on your business. Come buy new zero mileage truck equipment and then drive your truck equipment for 5 to 7 years without maintenance. It's lower cost. Our customers should know it is cheaper to own a brand new vehicle in the long run than it is to buy a used equipment. So visit our location and our sales professionals will be able to offer you support.
Now, thank you for today.
And thank you very much, ITV, for hosting me in this program, and to our Tanzanian viewers that are over there, asanteni sana.
Naam. Tulikuwa na Richard Musani, huyu ni marketing wa Global, ambapo kupitia yeye tumepata kuona ni kwa jinsi gani Hanlink wameingia kwenye soko la Tanzania, ambao hawa ni wauzaji wa magari na mitambo ambayo inasaidia shughuli za biashara, kilimo, madini na maeneo mengine. Wito aliyoutoa ni kwamba tuangalie ni jinsi gani tunaweza tukapunguza gharama ya kununua vifaa vipya ambavyo ni 0 kilomita kuliko kuendelea kununua yale ambayo yameshatumika, ambapo kwa ujumla gharama yake ya uendeshaji inakuja kuwa kubwa kwa muda mrefu ukilinganisha na ile gharama utakayoingia ukinunua gari ambalo ni jipya. Vile vile ametuambia Hanlink wanaleta magari ya umeme ambapo wanaenda kupunguza kwa kiasi kikubwa moshi ya ukaa na vitu vingine ambavyo ni hatari kwa mazingira na afya ya watumiaji. Pamoja nami ulikuwa na Richard Muthani ambaye yeye ni meneja wa group Hanlink International. Kwa heri kwa sasa na karibu katika kipindi kingine cha Uchumi na Biashara.
Tuma maoni yako kuhusu kipindi hiki kupitia mitandao yetu ya kijamii: Facebook ITV Tanzania, YouTube ITV Tanzania.